It's Sophie for Culture Compass. I'm here with Jordan and Ollie of Bring Me the Horizon. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not bad, thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Now, last time I sat down with you properly, it was when Sempiturnal was about to come out. How does it compare to how you felt then in terms of nerves, confidence levels?
It's weird, I guess we're more confident but more nervous as well. So it's an odd feeling. It's like, yeah, I guess maybe this one's more of a risky one for us, so but we're more confident about it, so it's an odd mixture of feelings right now. It's just like, yeah,
Just both.
yeah, it's really close to, I think last time we were doing press for Sempiturnal, it was a bit further before the album came out, whereas now it's like, it's literally, it's about to come out.
Time.
So
On the cusp.
yeah, so it's the moment, it's like everything's a bit hectic and we're doing lots of promo and it's that release week kind of madness. So yeah, a bit intense.
How are you keeping the energy levels up? Are you eating well? Are you getting good night's sleep?
Jordan slapping people.
yeah. Slap someone in the bar.
Nah, we're just doing what we're told.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's about it. I don't know, I'm pretty tired right now.
Yeah, and hungry.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've not been feeding you here today.
Not really.
We had some reasonably crap food, but
good.
yeah, I think it was our own fault. We asked for vegan food and
We asked for crap vegan food.
we asked for crap vegan food and we got what we asked for. We got what we deserved.
Now, you've lived with Sempiturnal now for quite a while. Have your feelings changed about it? Like, once you've played it for a while and lived with it, are there songs that you thought had longevity that now you think, actually, not so much, or anything like that?
No, we still think it's the best record ever made.
Yes.
No, I think to be fair, what's the best way to word it? I don't know. I think this one's better, but it's just different, isn't it? I think we didn't want to try and like remake that album with this one. We kind of thought we'd done everything we could with that sort of music, so we thought.
Why did you say Sempiturnal? I thought you said
This one. Yeah, she was on about the last one.
Oh right, no,
I
this
thought it was
one's
weird that you were saying it was the best record.
no, that one's alright. This one's best
This
record.
one's the best one. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm zoning out.
You're tired, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm proper losing it.
What about the process of making Sempiturnal? Did you think, okay, we're definitely going to do that differently this time? Or what aspects of the process did you think that worked? We'll still do that?
I guess. I don't know. I guess
I think
there's very little in common. Although, but I mean, obviously, it's in terms of, like the synths and like there's some ground, but then like Drown feels connected to some of it. I don't really know. I guess it's just
we just wanted to write. I guess we wanted to write a more. There's songs on that album that we never played live, and I think. For me personally, I think we could pretty much play all this. There probably will be songs on this album we never play live, but right now I feel like any song would work live, and I guess we wanted to write a song that was all really good songs. Not that there wasn't on Sempiturnal, but I feel like we feel like we've improved as songwriters, and we just thought we could do better and do something that was better. I guess, and in my mind, that's what we've done.
Obviously took the singing and the synths and the electronic parts of it and just made them better, you know what I mean?
In terms of choosing to release Drown, obviously you wanted it for Wembley because it's such a good anthemic song, but was it always to gauge like the tolerance level of your fans to see whether, okay, they're accepting this kind of evolution?
I think subconsciously, I think that's exactly what it was, like almost like an experiment to see how people reacted. We didn't say that, you know what I mean? I think it was more...
We never spoke about it.
We knew we could do a better song than what was on Sempiturnal, and we were asked to write to release a new single, and we're like, can we write a new one? But I think in the reception, obviously that gave us that final bit of confidence to be like, yeah, let's just do whatever we want and not worry about having to make it...
Sound like Sempiturnal.
Yeah, whatsoever.
Or appease...
Any of our fans.
I guess, yeah, when you come from that, like... When the bands come from that real metalcore background, there's always this thing in the back of your mind of like, how's this going to go down with the core fans? And I think like with this one, we thought if we're going to write the whole album with that in mind, it's going to be crippling for us basically. So we just kind of thought let's just go with what feels right and what we like, and that's it.
But say Drown had gone down like, and everyone was like, that is crap, what would you have done then? Was there like a plan B?
No plan B. I don't know what we'd have done actually.
I don't know. I think we're too self-aware that we know what we're doing is good. Do you know what I mean? Not in an arrogant way, but like we wouldn't have done Drown if we couldn't have done it. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have just tried to make a poppy song for the sake of getting bigger. We knew we wanted to make an anthem, and every time we change, it's for the better. It's not for the worse. You know what I mean? It's because we can write better music in changing.
In earlier interviews, you were saying that, you know, when singing is not like something you're that comfortable with, it's nerve-wracking. Is that getting easier? Are you in a place now where you can relax a bit?
Yeah, definitely. I think the difference between this album and the last album is on Sempiturnal, like, I said to John, I want to sing. So John was like, all right, let's try and do it. And it was a slog. And we were actually, when we were writing the melodies, we were also recording them. But I was also learning how to do them. And I wasn't learning how to sing, I was just learning how to sing the parts, you know what I mean? And so for the most part, it was just me having a good take, or at least having 100 takes until I got that good take, but not really understanding what my range were, or my agility, or, you know, my speed or anything like that, just doing it. So when it came to live, it was intensely difficult and always a struggle. But at the same time, because it was a more aggressive approach to singing and stuff, I could get away with it being a bit more rough around the edges, whereas this time I was like, no, I want to know what my range is, I want to know what my capabilities are and stuff. And so even though like the singing's a lot more complex and the melodies are a lot more intricate and stuff, and there's a lot more range and dynamics to my voice, it's actually easier because it's for me. It's made for me. And now the old stuff is like is the more difficult stuff because it's way out my range, or it's just not really
it's a strain to get it.
Yeah.
One of the things as well, even since we came out of the studio and started, because actually practicing the songs, the improvement has been massive, hasn't it? On singing those new ones, it's like
it's going to get better.
It's going to get better and better. So yeah, it's kind of exciting for us. Yeah.
I think by the time those UK shows roll around at the end of the year, it's going to be really, really strong. You know what I mean?
And it really makes your job feel good when you feel like you're kind of improving and there's progress there. That must be really important as a musician.
The fear for the last campaign, I didn't realise how much the fear that I had before shows were all down to the fact that I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. Like, it was going out there and having to sing like songs like Shadow Moses and being like, hopefully it's going to sound all right tonight, you know what I mean? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I just
stabbing in the dark.
I just stab in the dark, and sometimes I'll hit it and sometimes I won't, because I simply don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm aiming for. So in the same way as you throwing darts at a dartboard, you might hit it, but if you do, you don't know why you've done it. So it was I don't even know. That's why like Wembley for me was just crippling anxiety before we played, just because I was like, oh, I hope it sounds all right, you know what I mean? But this time it's like, yeah, there's still gonna be bits I miss, and it's still won't be perfect, but I know what I'm at least meant to be do, and I know when I'm wrong, and I know when I'm right, and I know why.
Got the tools.
Yeah, exactly. And I've learned so much over the last few months, and you can just. It's clear every time we play a show, my voice is better. It's always the best performance I've given. So, yeah, it's fun. It is really rewarding to sing. It's really
even just that we did a radio session yesterday, and that's the kind of thing that would be terrifying for us. You know what I mean? It was like it sounds fucking good, and that's a new thing. You know what I mean? It's a new thing for us to be able to do, and yeah, it's exciting. It makes it
scary, but it's exciting. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I was going to ask about that, because obviously you did Drown acoustically, and doing anything acoustically is so exposing for someone's voice and everything. Yeah. So before that one, was that the one that you were like, I need to get through this one?
Yeah. You can hear the fear, I think, in my voice before, and they're like, well, so what are you going to play? And we're like, oh, we don't really know. It's going to be hard. But yeah, it's those things that it's like when you pull them off, it's like so much, it's like, yes, like, it's just... I don't know.
The weird thing about that one is we were doing it in practice, like acoustic. I think that's why the idea came about.
By accident,
yeah. We were just like, me and Ollie were just like rehearsing the vocals just before we did Reading and Leeds, and it was like so much easier for you to sing it. Just obviously when you're on stage and you're out of breath and it's loud as hell, it's so much harder. And it was like it sounded so good. We were like, oh, we should do a version like this. I think that's why the idea came about, because they wanted a wild card thing for that session anyway, so we just thought, well, why not make
something special,
make something special, make a little acoustic version, get some strings in, and yeah, make an arrangement out of it. So it's almost easier for you and it to sing like that.
Yeah, when it's more controlled. You know what I mean? Like
you can hear what's going on.
Yeah,
even though it's more bare.
Yeah, it's just nicer to sing that way.
You're not charging up and down the stage. You haven't got the
no.
adrenaline making you.
Yeah,
It's
you're
almost it's so hard. It's almost impossible. I mean, I find I'll listen back if I'm singing before we go on stage. I'm like, oh, perfect. And then during the show, I'll be like, I'm nailing this. I'll listen back. I'm like, Jesus, what? Like I thought I was. It's so, and I can't imagine what it's like to actually have to, because our show is so much based on energy, and it's always a trade-off between singing perfect and putting on a good, and performing and putting on a good show.
People forget that as well.
People forget that there is an element to that, because obviously the energy is so important to our set and stuff. So yeah, it's a balance.
It's about a good performance, and I think people are so critical to sometimes like the sound quality. You know what I mean? And people like say, oh, that's not as good singing as it should be and stuff. And it's like, well, what do you want? Do you want us to stand still and give you a pitch perfect thing? Because we can do that, but you're not going to have fun.
Dull as dish.
You know what I mean? It's not.
It's a trade-off, isn't it? I think all we're trying to do is strive to always try and keep both, like keep the energy at a level, but also keep bringing up, try and be as tight as we can and as good a band as we can be. It's the same for all of us, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I can play the songs perfectly, but I don't want to just stand there like a lemon, because our fans don't want to see that, and it's not fun for us.
No.